Ami, you're known as one of the toughest people in Israel and the world, as head of Israel's Secret Service. However, you're quoted as saying you believe in never leaving the weakest members of society behind. Is there a dichotomy between the tough head of Israel's Secret Service and this compassionate supporter of this incredible, wonderful organization, AKIM, for the intellectually disabled?
Well, first of all, the real answer, this is the real answer, but don't tell anybody. I'm married too many years to a wife. She's a social worker, and probably she changed me more than I intended when we married. My niece is intellectually disabled person. We have 35,000 intellectually disabled people in Israel and with their families, which create the same community. We represent 150,000 people. And for me, again, I told you I didn't know when I joined this organization as a chairman, as a volunteer. But today, in addition to all the emotional aspect of working with them and meeting them and see how happy they are when we achieve something for them. For example, when an intellectually disabled person joined to the IDF, to the military. Our military service does not need them in order to win the battle. But we have to understand, in Israel, the military service is part of the community. For many people, this is a gate to feel a member of the Israeli community. And for them, this is a dream. We want to be equal, so equal in uniform. By the way, this is the title of the program, Equal in Uniform. So we spend months and money in order to do it, to fulfill their dream. I'm putting all these emotions aside. I do understand something in the war that we are fighting today. When I say we, it meaning I believe all the liberal democracies, America, Europe, including Israel. The war against terror is not only in the battlefield. It is not only in Afghanistan, Iraq, or West Bank, or Gaza, or Lebanon. The war against the terror, we fight it in three fronts. The battlefield, but the home front, and the international front. I want to say something about the home front. In the battlefield, we used to say that we have to achieve a decisive achievement, a decisive victory. It does not exist in the battlefield against terror. It is a endless terror. We don't know when it started. We do not know. We, including, you don't know when the war against Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Jabhat al-Nusra, and all their followers will be. It is part of the strange and very, very unstable world that we created. So we shall not see white flag in this war. It is an ongoing process. But in the home front, resilience should be achieved. The resilience of our society now, because we have to understand that when we face this war, there are communities in Israel, in America, in Europe. They identify in several aspects. They are not the same. They want to be American or Israeli citizens, but they belong to the same religion, same ethnic group, same culture. So when we cross a certain line in Palestine, it influence on our Arab minority. So I'm saying it because finally, when we are trying to understand or to see how our society will stay or will keep its coherence. We have to deal with the other. The other, whether he is an Arab, Ethiopian, and specifically whether he is disabled. And I came to understand that if we shall create a better Israeli society, by the way, the vision of Akim as an organization is not to get more to our people, is not to get more money or to get more services, or not even a better quality that is measured by money. The vision is to create a better Israeli society. It is very strange that organization of disabled people and their parents declare or write a vision statement that say nothing about themselves. They want to see a better, they want to create, they want to help to see a better Israeli society, because they believe that a better Israeli society will create better life for them, because they understand that they suffer because they are not part of our community. On my hand, I have something that just a moment. It's anyhow, it's a blue ring. Something very, very simple is written here on this one. Inclusive society is a better society. And this is the whole idea, to include every human being, every citizen in our society. Now, it is obvious when we are speaking about, I don't know, average normative person, it is much more difficult when we have to deal with intellectually disabled person. Many of our citizens, when they see our people, they are afraid. So the idea to include, to open every door to our people, finally create a better society. If you ask me, this is what I'm doing in many, many, many different ways since the day that I was born.